Does social media connect us more than ever before, or does it isolate us in our digital bubbles? Welcome to the paradox that is social media. It's a tantalizing promise of global connection, a tool that bridges geographical divides and brings us closer to those hundreds, even thousands, of miles away. Yet, it's also a mirror reflecting an often distorted and isolating view of our world. We've all experienced it. The scrolling through endless feeds, the constant barrage of updates, the curated lives that sometimes make us feel more alone than ever. And we're left wondering, are we truly connected? Or are we just adrift in a sea of digital noise? In this video, we'll talk to influencers, psychologists, and experts who will help us navigate this paradox. We'll examine how social media shapes societal norms, influences our psychology, and impacts our daily lives. Join us as we delve into the complex world of social media and explore its multifaceted impacts on our lives. To understand the power and reach of social media, we turn to those who have mastered it, influencers. In the digital age, influencers have become the new celebrities, commanding audiences of millions with a simple click or post. These individuals have harnessed the power of social media to create personal brands, launch businesses, and even shape societal norms. Their experiences provide a unique lens through which we can examine the social and psychological impacts of these platforms. Influencer A, a fashion blogger with a following of over 2 million, shares how social media has allowed her to turn a passion into a career. It's incredible to think that I can share my love for fashion with people all over the world. It's like having a global stage at my fingertips. Yet, she also highlights the pressure of constantly needing to create content and maintain engagement. It's a 24/7 job. You're always on, always in the public eye. Influencer B, a fitness guru, speaks of the positive impact he has been able to make. Through my posts, I can inspire people to lead healthier lives. It's rewarding to see followers share their fitness journeys. However, he also cautions about the dangers of comparison and unrealistic standards. It's important to remember that social media often shows the highlights, not the struggles. It's not real life. Influencer C, a chef who has gained fame through his innovative recipes, discusses the opportunities social media has provided. I've been able to collaborate with chefs from around the world, and it's really broadened my culinary horizons. Yet, he also speaks of the challenges of dealing with negativity online. You have to develop a thick skin. Not everyone is going to love what you do. As we can see, social media can be a powerful tool for personal branding and marketing, but it also comes with its own set of challenges. In the next scene, we'll delve deeper into the psychology of social media, exploring why we're so drawn to these platforms and how they're affecting our mental health. But what goes on in our minds when we engage with social media? Psychologists have dedicated significant research to understanding the psychological impacts of social media. One of the key areas they focused on is the need for validation. You see, every time we post a picture, write a status, or share a link, we're often seeking affirmation from our peers. It's a digital nod of approval that can boost our self-esteem. But there's a downside. When we don't receive the anticipated likes or shares, it can decrease our self-worth, leading to feelings of rejection and loneliness. Another psychological impact is the comparison factor. Social media platforms are filled with carefully curated lives, filled with exotic vacations, flawless selfies, and perfect relationships. This constant exposure to other people's highlight reels can lead us to compare our own lives, often unfavorably. This, in turn, can trigger feelings of inadequacy and lower self-esteem. Now let's talk about addiction. Yes, social media addiction is a real thing and is recognized by psychologists worldwide. The instant gratification from the like and share buttons, the constant stream of new content, and the fear of missing out all fuel this addiction. It's like a dopamine-driven feedback loop that keeps us hooked to our screens, often at the cost of our real-world relationships and responsibilities. But it's not all doom and gloom. Social media also has the potential to foster positive connections and provide a platform for self-expression. It allows us to stay connected with friends and family, meet new people with similar interests, and even offer support to those in need. However, the key is balance. Just like anything else in life, too much of a good thing can be harmful. It's important to be mindful of our social media consumption, ensuring it enhances rather than detracts from our lives. Clearly, our interaction with social media can have profound psychological effects, but how does this translate into societal impacts? Social media isn't just changing us as individuals, it's changing our societies. It's a sweeping transformation that's as profound as it is pervasive. And it's not just about selfies, hashtags, and viral videos. Social media has become a powerful engine driving the spread of information, ideas, and ideologies. Now, Let's consider the spread of information. In the blink of an eye, a tweet or a post can reach thousands, even millions. This instant, mass communication was unthinkable just a few decades ago, but with this power comes responsibility. The rapid spread of information also means the rapid spread of misinformation. So, while social media can enlighten, it can also mislead. Then, there's the creation of echo chambers. These are virtual spaces where like-minded individuals congregate, sharing and reinforcing similar views. On the one hand, it's human nature to seek out those who think like us. But on the other hand, these echo chambers can cultivate polarization, narrowing our worldviews and dividing us into tribes. And let's not forget how social media is shaping societal norms and trends. What's in, what's out, what's hot, what's not. All of these are influenced by social media. It's like a global stage where the world's pulse is taken every second. Trends are born and die at lightning speed. Societal norms are not just reflected, but also shaped and reshaped by social media. But it's not all doom and gloom. Social media can also be a force for good. It can raise awareness, mobilize action, and bring about change. It can give a voice to the voiceless, provide support to the isolated, and build bridges across cultures and continents. So, it's a mixed bag. Social media has its pros and cons, its ups and downs. It's a tool, and like any tool, it's how we use it that truly matters. Social media has undeniably reshaped our societies for better and for worse. And so, how can we balance the benefits and drawbacks of social media? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Let's delve into it. Our interviewees, from influencers to psychologists, have provided us with a wealth of insights about the social and psychological impacts of social media. Now, the challenge is to use these insights to construct a healthy relationship with these platforms. The key? Digital literacy, self-awareness, and setting boundaries. Firstly, digital literacy. We're not just talking about knowing how to post a story on Instagram or how to retweet. It's about understanding how these platforms work, how they use algorithms to shape our feeds, and how they can sometimes manipulate our perceptions and emotions. When we understand these dynamics, we can be more critical and discerning users. Secondly, self-awareness. It's about understanding ourselves, our behaviors, and our emotions in relation to social media. Are we using it to escape from our real-life problems? Are we comparing ourselves to others and feeling inadequate? It's important to check in with ourselves regularly and to be honest about our social media habits. Finally, setting boundaries. Social media can be a 24/7 affair, but it doesn't have to be. It's okay to switch off notifications, to take social media breaks, and to have tech-free zones or times in our lives. It's okay to say no to the incessant demands of these platforms. In essence, it's all about balance. Just like any tool, social media can be used for good or bad. It can connect us, inspire us, and enlighten us. But it can also distract us, deceive us, and drain us. It's up to us to decide how we want to use it and how we want it to affect us. As we navigate this digital age, understanding the impacts of social media on our minds and societies is crucial. It's not about rejecting these platforms, but about learning to use them wisely.